It's kind of like a quiet area, sanctuary for me.
When he starts sketching,
I enjoy doing the color,
the artist known simply as Clutch
utilizing a digital aspect. I can add a lot more different layers. I can zoom ones out.
gets lost in a time warp.
Oh, most definitely. It really brings me back.
The hours seem to roll by.
Trying to keep myself busy. Busy hands are not idle hands.
To create his comics, Clutch dabbles with different materials.
I find that if I've gotten used to just doing digital too much, then it's like for some reason I forget how to use a pencil.
From the classic to cutting edge.
And what I'll do is I'll take a photo of this sketch and then I'll upload it to my tablet, and then from there I'll be able to go in and do all the finer details.
His theme from another era, always the same. The Richmond native recreates detailed battles from his favorite topic, World War II.
When I'm doing a tank or the guys are driving, if it's cold, I want you to understand what it's like to be cold.
There is good reason you can feel the intensity pour from each piece.
It doesn't leave my head. I'd rather think about comics than think about my own time downrange.
Clutch draws from his own past to put his readers on the front lines, a place he knows all too well.
My soldiers deserve 100% out of me because I ask 100% out of them.
On April 1st, 2008, his life nearly ended in Sadr City, Iraq. Master Sergeant Willie Clutch Grimes suffered a traumatic brain injury when an insurgent's bomb detonated near his position. 17 years later, the veteran still lives with debilitating pain and invisible wounds. The loss of so many friends still haunts and hurts.
There's not a day that goes by I don't think of them.
Clutch turned to his lifelong passion of doodling as an escape and self-healing.
I started seeing things differently. It took a different step, a different level that I wasn't able to do before.
The VCU grad's talents are gaining a loyal following on social media.
But that is the cool thing. Like I say, you can feel it, you can hear it.
And now the artist is stepping into the spotlight in a spectacular way. The curtain is rising on Clutch's war stories. The Battle of Britain at the Virginia War Memorial. Clutch's first graphic novel fills each wall of the entire Veterans Art Gallery. Enormous panels paying homage to the greatest generation.
I wish I could shake every one of their hands and thank them, especially for those that didn't come home.
Clutch's War Stories is a showstopper.
Executive Director Clay Mountcastle applauds the featured artist for entertaining and educating visitors of all ages.
The military, the veterans have said, is that you've found a way to make these illustrations look real. Even though some would argue this is a cartoon, it doesn't look cartoony. Just seeing the way that he makes history jump off the page with his artwork, it's engaging, it grabs you.
It took 5 years of toiling in the studio for the married father to see the project through.
It may be hard some days. Some days I may want to shut the door and lock it away, but you got to find a way. You have to keep moving that forward.
The art exhibit, a milestone he doubted would ever reach this stage.
But for the most part, I'm looking and I'm like, wow, I actually did that? And part of it is I'll forget I did something.
Also in the gallery, vivid reminders of a dark time, his battle-worn gear, and a memorial to fallen friends.
So without that part, this wouldn't have happened. Without me going through what I went through here, that wouldn't have happened.
The proud soldier hopes his accomplishments inspire others just like him.
There is something out there for you. Just don't give up. Just find that outlet, whatever it may be that you find passion or any joy in, and try to hold on to it. Picking that first proof up, I have my son with me because he is in a lot of these comics posing. And for him to read it and reach over and give me a hug and tell me how proud he was, that was gratifying. That meant a lot. More than I think he'll ever know.
He is the comic book artist named Clutch,
It's healing, and then it's hard.
adding a new chapter to his story of salvation.
I blend mediums that would probably drive other artists crazy.
A tale unfolding to be a real page-turner.
I'm honored and I'm humble, really humble.
For I Have a Story,
I'm just thankful.
I'm Greg McQuaid, CBS 6 News.